Hello everybody, welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, and today's a little bit more about batteries. As you saw by the pictures in the start of this video, I spent a little time in the Tokuzzi today because it was 100 degrees. But the humidity wasn't bad, but the water's still a little on the chilly side when it's 100 degrees. And you drop into 80-degree water, that's a 20-degree drop instantly. It feels a little chilly, but then after you're in there for a while, then the water feels too warm. That's kind of weird. Anyway, I got two of the old Harbor Freight batteries from my neighbor Ken, and they were stone dead, and they've been sitting at his place for quite a while. So he says, "You want these?" I says, "Yeah, if I can't revive them, I'll take them in for Coors and get the few dollars that they pay for them, because I go by the battery recycle place every time I go to town for groceries. So yeah, I'll take them." So what the heck? So when I first hooked them up and plugged in the charger, battery reviver, reconditioner, whatever you want to call it. All it said was, "Please connect the cables to the terminals." So I wouldn't even recognize the battery was there because it was literally stone dead. So what did I do? Well, I took my little inverter welder right here. This is a 30 amp welder. And I hooked it up. I got it on this one now because I already did this one. And then I ran the battery charger on it on recondition. But it's going to take a few days for it to try to attempt to recondition it. And then if it does, then I've got a couple of good batteries. If it doesn't, well, then they're core chargers, right? So here's my Kaiweets little meter, and I love this thing because it sets up automatically, so you don't have to try to decide which switch to push for volts, ohms, or amps. You just turn it on, connect your cables, and then it'll automatically choose what you're trying to read. So I'm going to check the voltage on this, and let me see if I can do this all while holding the phone. I got 6.118 volts in it now, and it looks like it's holding. That's a good sign. And that's less than half of its full charge. But the fact that it's holding the charge and not dropping while I'm holding these terminals on it is a good sign. Now this one I just gave a few jolts today. And let's see if I can get this over here where we can see it. And this one's showing dead. It's stone dead. So this one's going to need to get a really good booster charge. Now these are sealed lead acid batteries, non-spillable, which probably means that they're glass mat, absorbed glass mat, or AGM. That means that you can flip these on their sides upside down, nothing will leak out, because there's no liquid in there to leak out. Okay, that's an absorbed glass mat. So that's the medium they use for the battery electrolyte. So anyway, this one seems to be taking the charge, and I'll do the same thing to this one when I get time. I shut it off now because it's end of day, and my battery bank, of course, is 10 years old. So I don't want this thing running all night long and drawing down my battery bank just to try to revive another battery. So I'll run it all day long, and if it doesn't complete in the day's period time, I'll shut it off for the night and start it up again in the morning. So that's where we're at on that. Just wanted to show you that. And we'll see what happens. Let me shut my meter off here so I don't kill the batteries in it. So if you guys get a chance, buy yourself one of these Kaiweets meters, they are really, really handy. They'll check ohms, they'll check voltage, and they'll check amps without ever having to change the ranges or select the what you're going to check. It does it automatically. So you can't make a mistake and have it set on ohms and connect it to a battery and blow your meter up. It's pretty nice. Great little tool, especially for those of you who are starting off in electricity and electronics. That's a must-have for your off-grid. All right, so I come over here to make sure I shut everything up so I don't have any wiggle sticks moving in here tonight to sleep. And hey, what are you doing in there? Get your nose out of there. They have torn that seat to heck. That's a dump run seat now. Outside, everybody, outside. Come on. Come on, everybody outside. Come on. Stupid. All right, I'm going to close you in there. Come on. Come on. You guys. Who's that? Limpy? Come on, Limpy. Outside. All right. That did it. They got great eyes and great smell and great ears. But they just see a shadow of a dog around the corner and they think it's an invading dog, a new one. They all get up and run after it. Anyway, I just shut off the filter on the Tokuzzi and put the cover on it. Because if I don't do that, it fills up with flies. There'll be a few in there when I take the cover off, but the nice thing about it is that it's not a whole bunch. And I just have my little fish net right there, and I just scoop up the flies out of the top of it and go dump them in the chicken coop, and the chickens love them. All right, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.